lot better than Zerglings. And look at that pop. Speed upgrade not quite done yet for those roaches, but they do have this creep, very nice creep highway. XlorD making a very nice creep highway down sort of the middle of the map. He can go even farther. This factory is going to have to be lifted off and ran back over here, but he could go even farther. He could start keep getting, if he can keep getting these creep tumors down. He's going to be in good shape, and he's knocking out the rocks over here to take this third base. Just not deciding to knock out the rocks to take the third at the gold. Excuse me. This extra expansion over here is a little bit safer. Well, it can be a little bit safer. It's not out in the open. You can't just have the Terran army. The Terran army can just kind of pop up here and a little jaunt up here, and they're within siege range of things around that expansion. So it's a lot farther to get over here, but of course it's not gold. He's going to knock out the rocks actually for that anyway. Smart move regardless. Get things out of the way so you've got more open space. And uh-oh, Hellions coming in. Where are they going to go? Hellions are going to come in here and try and harass. There's some roaches. Or is he going to get... Oh, we get some roaches on the ramp. Some of the roaches are going to chase it down. He might kill a few drones here. But he's actually intelligently not... Oh, we left one alive. Go get it. There you go. He actually didn't try and run his drones away. And actually with the relatively low saturation that he had at that base, it made a lot of sense. I didn't even realize he almost got the hatchery with that Thor actually earlier, or with the Marines and such. That would have been bad. Anyway, without that much saturation, the Hellions couldn't kind of hit too many units in a line. Let's go ahead and check out the units tab and just double check. 18 roaches and 12 lings. So he's got a lot of roaches. The lings, again, pretty worthless against this army. I guess they'd be okay if they can catch a Thor out in the open or something like that. But with four, well, actually only 4 Hellions out now. So never mind. That's not that intense. 4 Hellions. I guess he just lost 6 running in here, or yeah, something like that. Anyway. They're both about even in supply, so pretty even in that sense. And I'd say they're probably about even in unit composition too, actually, with all these roaches. See, just look how long one roach even stands up to floor blue flame Hellions, because they get their damage bonus from the blue flames against light. Look at that. I'm even pointing at my screen. 3 times the damage against light units, but roaches are not light, so they don't get that extra bonus damage against them. Only 8 damage against those roaches. He needs actually the Marines out. Well, Marauders would be best. Marines are going to be able to do a little bit better against those roaches because they have a higher DPS. And of course, the tanks are going to be able to do the best against the roaches. Some Banelings and Infestors out. Ooh, Infestors. What's he going to use the Infestors for? Curious if he's gonna. Well, I mean, obviously he's gonna fungal. Duh. Never mind. I don't know why I don't know what he's gonna use it for. I mean, you can do some other stuff with the Infestors too. He could. You can throw down infested Terrans that can be handy. What I want to see, actually, I want to see a Zerg sometime throw down infested Terrans amongst the tanks to try and get them to splash each other. That'd be sweet. Usually, there's not enough time for those infested Terrans to spawn in the midst of a battle. It takes them a little bit. They throw down the Terran, and then it takes a few moments for them to actually pop out of their little egg sac things. Hellions just running around trying to maintain some map control. This creep is getting very, very far in. I like this move to spend a comsat, push back these creep tumors. Very, very effective, actually. Uh-oh, here he comes with a lot of roaches, though, trying to chase those Hellions off. I guess he had to do that to get rid of the creep anyway. I would really like to see an air switch, but we only see just more roaches actually being produced. And at this point, though, he's just going to have such a huge, huge economy that it's just going to be ridiculous. Anyway, lots and lots of Banelings. He does not have, I don't think he even has a single, he has some Zerglings left, okay, but most of them being turned into Banelings right now. That is a lot of Banelings, and those are not actually going to do too good against this army, unless he loads them up in Overlords or something like that. But we don't see... Okay, we are seeing Neural Parasite being upgraded, and so that can be pretty sweet. If you can run in a Neural Parasite, Thors, or tanks, or something like that. But look at this. Almost none of this can hit air. I guess 3 Thors actually would be enough to cause significant damage to air units. No, it's not even worth it. I like this move. Going in and harassing, trying to run in there. He sees all of these Banelings. He wants to kind of get rid of some. If he can run in and take a pot shot at a group of them. But what do we have over here? This is funny. The sensor tower is going to get up just in time to see what is revealing itself over here. Repair it! Repair it! Oh, breaks through, kills that supply depot. Not too big of a deal. I mean, this is going to get cleaned up without too much effort. Only as reinforcements. He actually brought a couple. Nope, that was a reinforcement Thors. Anyway, so huge armies here. A tunneling claw is being upgraded for those roaches. Ooh. Oh, that could be brutal. Oh my god, that could be brutal if he tunnels in here and then, oh my god, if he tunnels underneath all these tanks and then unburrows in the middle of them. Oh, nice, fungling these and there he goes. Okay, so I was wrong actually. The tanks do target the little eggs, so he was actually able to make those tanks splash the splash the Hellions that were fungled in place with throwing down the little eggs there. That's kind of cool. Okay, so you could actually do that. All right. So anyway, so there's no Raven out, and here we go. Only three. Only three. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna. Oh, that's right. Oh, he's gonna burrow the infestors. Nice. He's gonna run in here with a burrowed infestor, and infestors can cast infested Terran while burrowed. He goes through and casts several infested Terrans. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, he's going to come in here and try and do it again. He needs to comsat and get rid of that infestor. Oh my gosh, or get a Raven out or a turret or something. This is horrible. He's killing so many units with these infested Terrans. I don't think Eloids even knows what's going on here. He's trying to get a missile turret up. Oh! Ow! Infested Terran popping the splash damage, killing so many SCVs as well. He's even going to kill the SCV with building the turret with the infested Terran splashing. That is freaking awesome. That is fantastic. And why oh why is Eloids not just comsatting over here and seeing what's going on? What is these? These are all more infestors. He's gonna mass infested Terran. Finally the comsat goes off. These infestors are gonna have to run off. Wow, that was amazing. I should have checked to see if maybe he just didn't have enough energy. No, he's got plenty of energy over here. No mules or anything like that, so he had the energy for the comsat. Finally a Raven gets out. Oh man, that was just brilliant though. He has really softened up the army. He's kept himself at maxed. He's lowered Eloid's army down to 160 supply. Here he comes in with a bunch of roaches. He infests neural parasites, the Thors turn around and start targeting the enemy units. Baneling's coming in doing tons of damage, softening up these tanks. The roaches are going to clean up as well. He gets within range of that planetary though, and it doesn't quite work out. And oh man, the Thors wake up with a lot of damage done to them though. It looked like at the last moment he turned and did a little bit of damage targeting those Thors against each other. Should have done a little bit sooner actually, but maybe he did do it a little bit sooner, I didn't realize. But those Thors actually do live to tell the tale. Let's go ahead and look at the army tab, though. Look at that. 170 supply for XlorD versus 114 for Eloids. And the key here is, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases, including a high yield for XlorD, whereas it's basically just the high yield and a little bit longer, this base over here. So beautiful, beautiful play. More Banelings are going to be in play here in the next attack, and they actually did a pretty good job of softening up those tanks because he's got so many tanks and Thors that he didn't actually have a lot of Marines or Marauders or anything like that. The tanks didn't, and with the roaches going in as well, the tanks were not targeting the Banelings, they were targeting some of the roaches, and so the Banelings actually got in pretty close and were able to do significant damage. He's going to come in here with some roaches just to see if this expansion is up. It is, and look at this, he's even expanding over here. That's how ridiculous this is. And there's no reason, he doesn't have to attack right now either. He's got a maxed army, so it might actually behoove him to attack. I mean, you might as well. He's going to have so many larvae from all these queens and hatcheries, it's just going to be ridiculous. Hive is almost completed. I'm curious to see what he's going to do with that hive. But yeah, let's see, there we go. Ultralisk Cavern. That's what I'm talking about. So he's going to be able to, and Aspire, might as well. So he's going to be able to basically run his whole army in, and he just spent a bunch of gas on something, probably more Banelings. That's where I see this gas went, I think. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, he's going to be able to, what's going on over here? So just some roach harass. Nothing too big going on. Anyway, he can just sit back. He can just sit back and get these expansions going up and and just chill off with his maxed army. Oh, they're gonna barely make it away. Comsat going off to try and kill those roaches. These roaches are being really annoying. Only 5 roaches basically are causing him to move all these Marines all over the place. Is he mounting for an attack right now? I think that would be a smart move. He could attack. He's maxed right now. Actually, he might as well wait for even a little bit more money in the bank, just in case. Lots of money in the bank for Eloids. Actually, here he comes in with that attack. Roaches in the front. Infestors fungling the crap out of those Marines as they came in to reinforce, but the Banelings just getting owned to pieces by all these tanks. Way too many tanks. Now, this is actually not too good. Now, well, never mind. Well, he's actually almost maxed again. That's what I was talking about. You can throw away your army and still be at full production. Here he comes in. Oh! Neural parasiting some of the tanks, fungling the rest of the army. It looks like even in a stationary position, he's going to be able to hold that off. He actually targets those. Well, actually, there was nothing left to attack other than those infestors, but he targeted them down, it looked like, and finished off the infestors, so the neural parasites wore off. Those Marines are almost dead. Medevac might be, well, kind of handy, actually. Not that handy for just a few Marines. But he's actually pushing up the side of the map here. Again, a huge army of roaches, though. Where's that Raven? Is the Raven still in play? Okay, the Raven's still in play. I was going to say, without that Raven, he could tunnel underneath those tanks. And here he comes in, getting in kind of close with the tunneling, moving in now. Lots of roaches. Point defense drone goes down and isn't really going to do any good at all. As a matter of fact, the point defense drones, I don't believe, block the roach shots at all. They don't. So, pointless point defense drones. Those roaches come in and completely clean up. I don't think they're quite going to be able to engage this planetary fortress. That was I guess it's hard to know that. I actually had to look it up once, you know. You know, what do point defense drones actually block? And they don't block everything ranged. They only block certain ranged units. And they block, I think, as far as Zerg units go, they block Hydralisk shots and Melisk shots. And maybe infested Terran bullets. I'm not sure about infested Terran bullets, actually. But basically, it's just Hydras and Mutas that they block, so they don't affect roaches whatsoever. Anyway, Eloids just hanging on by a thread here, under 100 supply, versus, once again, almost maxed army here. He's going to try and come around, and actually, there's nothing in here to really attack. I'm not sure where he's going with this army right now. But he's just going to come in here and make sure he can't distance mine, I guess. So that's a good bet there. Uses some Banelings, pulls them back. That's good. Good plan there. He's getting hit by some tanks in the back here, though. Oh, man, this is just... Oh, those SCVs. Poor guys. Just have been ordered to go mine, and he's almost mined out at this high-yield minerals. And once he mines out there, it's just going to be the end. He's going to mine out everywhere at once, basically. Yeah, this is not good at all. I don't think there's any way that Eloids can get back in this game. He's going to try and land this base over here. He doesn't know that there's an army of roaches. Some Vikings are out. I have no idea what those Vikings are for. Since... Oh, man. Parasites the Raven. I don't know what the point of that was, actually. Why did he parasite the Raven? Maybe I'm not going to go back. Maybe it looks like he might have dropped a turret or something like that. Anyway, GG coming from Eloids as he has no income, no army, and roaches invading his base. And that was just some absolute brilliance, going in with those burrowed infestors and casting infested Terrans in amongst the army, killing SCVs, killing the entire front line of tanks, killing the turret. Absolutely ridiculous and brilliant play there by XlorD. Very, very nicely done. And in the meantime, of course, taking the whole damn map, which kind of helped as well. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that game. Thanks very much for watching. GG.